let's code. So this is continuation to the MVC practice, MVC app practice that we have been doing. So far in M, V and C, the three components, we have covered view and controller. One is still pending, the model one. Plus we have seen like how to render a view with the help of controller. So in this view, I'll just try to brush up it once, plus we will start using the model concept as well. So I'm just going to do it I'm going to launch my Visual Studio 2022. And one more request I'll have with all of you. Don't try to jump, don't try to do straight away the database operation and all. I have seen people having lots of fascination just doing the advanced thing in the beginning. Believe me, if you are good at basics, then advanced things are going to be super easy for you. But if you are not good at basics, you might do or you might not do the advanced thing. So please follow it step by step, and definitely you would be able to make a complete app. So I have launched my Visual Studio. I have this MVC app that we created last time. It's already like coming into my recent list. I am just opening that. If not, then we would have opened it from the path location. So let it load. It's done. So just to give you a recap, we have I had told you like it begins with the program file. So main is something we always remember for interview sake and all. No, main is the starting point of any application. So similarly, program is the starting point, starting class. Here you are not able to see any main method, because when it is compiled, at runtime main method is created by .NET framework. So main method is there, but that is created automatically. So this is kind of, you can assume the main method and the starting point. This is point number one. We created a calculator view. In calculator view we had we created a folder called under views calculator. Under the calculator folder we have one view, index.cshtml. CSHTML basically C# HTML. So in this we write like it's a razor view kind of concept. So there are certain things you might make a note for yourself, like what is razor view. So here we write HTML code. So we had simply written this is like my first view. Another thing, we created a controller. So the name of the class of controller class was calculator controller. So this means the folder name and the controller class name was same, appended with controller. And it has an action method index. And index, because since our action method name, this means index, and the view name was different, so that is the reason we gave complete path. What I am going to do, I am going to remove it again, and since we are moving towards more structured way, so I will just rename it back to index instead of index 1. So hope till this stage you all are clear, and this is something we covered in the last video also. It's just the recap. Let me do it. So let us see, and we have already in program mentioned like calculator and index is our first, otherwise some other view was opening. Some exceptions were popping up. I'm not sure what was the reason. So but anyways, our view is working. Now let me close this, and okay, it says restart Visual Studio. So let me restart it once. Now I'm going to create a little more view, more things in view. What I want to do, we want to a simple calculator. Options. What all options we are giving? I am going to use a UL, and in UL we will have li. So add numbers. This means simple calculator that is going to add number. Simply subtract then multiply, and then divide. And then, so I am going to do only one or two add subtract, mainly add only, and simple interest. Rest you will do. I am going to do just this one. So for this I am going to create a new view. So I will name this view under my calculator only add. So if I have to show these steps once again to you, I right clicked on my calculator folder, add view, I'll keep it default only add, and I'll name this as add. One thing you all would have understood, that in order to render view add, I need to have one action method. So I am making a copy, add, and then I'll remove this because my action method name and my view name is same, so it will be rendered. I am going to write here, this is, here we will write some, say, table. We will use table to make it do the alignment, tr, and within tr I'll have td and two tds I'll keep. First number and input type text. I am using like this, but we don't do like this when we do it real time. Second number and I'll have one result. And for result I'll show here itself. Plus we will have a button, one button, say type, I'll say submit. There are two kinds of buttons, submit and this button type as submit and button type as button only. And one more button to take it back to calculator, back. And I can make it anchor link also, A, and href. So how I have to give the what I want user to back on calculator index. That's it. So we have been able to create first number, second number, and when it is back, hit on back button, it will go to calculator index so that we will see other options. Here let us connect this with our add numbers view. So again I am going to use anchor tag. Within anchor tag I am writing this, and here in href I will write /calculator add. So this is my URL path. That's how it knows within calculator controller there is an action method add, and that's how it starts rendering. Let's run this and see if it goes till this. So that is good, actually that's what we wanted, and we have been able to redirect. One mistake I have done, so I did not give any thing. So let me just in my add name the button as add numbers. So I have changed something in my view file, no? So ideally I need not to rebuild the code, but that is not happening. So that anyway I'll be telling you about, I need to compile this. So it will work now. So when I am compiling and it will work. So add numbers. So let us run this. We need to install a NuGet package, NuGet package that is called runtime compilation. So with that, add numbers. It's perfect. That's what we wanted. Back here and add numbers we are yet to implement. That's what we are going to achieve now. Fine. I am going to stop this. Here, in order to basically, what is model? Model is a container or carrier, carrier of data from user interface to the logic part or to the action method. So, and as I told in the beginning, like everything is class only. So here in models, I am going to right click, add new class. I'll name the class as, to keep it simple, as add model. Here I'll keep two properties, prop int result. So we have first number, last number and result. So we have seen like how our model exactly correlates with the fields on the view, and that's what is the beauty also. So we will do the binding of model class with our view in a while. So if you see input type text, no, we don't use this way. Instead we use HTML dot text box and text box for. What is the difference between text box and text box for? One is a binded control and another is a non-binded control. So here I can give txt first number. This means name of the field. That's it. When I am compiling this, let me compile and show it to you. It will create a same input box for us. See? No difference, correct? No? If this means this HTML is a class, a static class. In that there is a method called text box that help us in generating or rendering or creating an input type text. So as I said, this is non-binded. This is this is having no connection with the model. Now let me make connection with the model. So here is one thing called model. This is called directive. So we use model directive to define model of the class, model of the view. I told model for this particular view is add model. And instead of this, if I do this now, HTML dot text box for m dot second number, last number. So basically m is the object. It's basically called anonymous method, lambda expression. Left hand side is the parameter of your function, and that is nothing but the model class. Which property we are returning? Model dot last number. So if you see, it is something public, int get number, and here return model dot first number. So if we have to do like this, no, we have to do it multiple times. First number, then get second number, get third number, something like this. Whereas what benefit we get here, just left is parameter, model class, and we are returning the appropriate property. Similarly, I will just make a copy here. Now first number. So I am telling you less all these things, but it's very vast. I would advise like you all just have a look like how to from the whatever content you get on internet. Next thing is I'll just write model dot result. So here you might ask, like, what is this model? So how we use property of any particular class? We create an object, correct? No? Add model obj equal to new and then obj dot result. So here model is a keyword that is reserved for, add capital model is the keyword that is reserved for the model class, that is of the view. So that is the reason we need not to create. It's a framework. Framework has reserved this particular variable for the instance of model class of the view. So that is the reason I am telling model dot result. So it's done. Let's see first of all getting the value from controller to UI. We have many things open. Let me close a couple of, so that close all but this. I'll open my model class and I'll open my controller class. So we have model also open, we have view also open, and controller also open. My intention is when my view is being rendered, I want to bring some numbers. And here, so I have already explained our view name and action method are same, so that's the reason we are not defining. Let me have a sip of tea. Then I pass this model object to my view. Now when I am running this code, so 1 and 2, you see by default it is coming. So if you recollect till this stage, rendering the data in view through model, that is something we have achieved. Next we are basically from controller to view, or through controller to view through model. Okay, so passing the data to view from controller through model class. Next, what our intention is, when add button is being hit, this add button, add numbers, we want to do first number plus last number and bring the result here. For that I'll have to enclose using begin form. Basically it creates a form tag. Here I'll explain you. So writing this will create a form tag when we are hitting on a submit button, because less than is a HTML reserved keyword, that is the reason. Okay, sorry about that. So back, and on add I want to add these two numbers. I said we created begin form. First is the name of the controller, sorry, action name. So I'll do add numbers. And second parameter is name of the controller, calculator. So this means within calculator controller I have an action method add numbers that is responsible for adding up these two numbers. Whenever user is hitting on submit button, the request is gone to calculator controller and action method add numbers. So this means very first I need to define this add numbers. Public iAction result. I copied this, but see what is the problem. It says it doesn't allow hyphen and all. So I'll cut it and add numbers. So either we can do two things. I'll go and rename my method that I am calling R action name. Here itself we can make it add numbers. And here when the submit button was clicked, no, so add model, it brings the data in add model. And what I need to do, so model dot result is equal to model dot first number plus model dot last number, and return to same view. But here there is no view in the name of add numbers, so I'll have to be absolute. So this we put a tilt. Why we put, I'll tell you sometime. Views, calculator, and then add.cshtml. So if this works, our add number will work. So we have launched to calculator home, add numbers 1 and 2 is already there. We will put 3 and 7. So we have got the result 10, and that's what we wanted to achieve. So now we are aware, we have learned model, view and controller, all the three components. For you the task is implement, subtract also, multiply, divide and do simple interest calculator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one I have done for you. What I am going to do, I will just upload this particular project so that you can take a reference and implement all these things. That's it for now. Thank you so much for viewing. And yeah, if you have still not subscribed to Let's Code, because such easy content to learn the programming you will not get anywhere else. So please like, subscribe and share who really need it. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next video.